Good evening. Happy Tuesday. Today we're going to go over document 103 in the Decastro versus Abrams case. It is almost indistinguishable from document 61, which was Decastro's motion for contempt and shortening of time. Because it's basically identical, I'm not going to go over the legal arguments. I did those in a video already. You can see the points and authorities are absolutely identical. Absolutely identical. He just took his declaration under penalty of perjury and put it under a new heading declaration. He still cites Amger, which, why would you? He makes just blanket references to civil contempt. But yet he cites again at the top proper and just under 18 U.S.C. 401, proper and just under 18 U.S.C. 401. So it's all the same. The legal argument is still crap. In addition, he goes through the 3 ECFs, 33, 43, and 51. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And then this is, which one are we on here? This is 61, yeah, so 33, 43, and 51. That's all identical. Starts off with this, the old one starts with Peter published a YouTube video, and this new one starts with defendant Peter published a YouTube video. It's literally identical. It's a different timestamp, different link, different title. Then he goes on, I copied this information from YouTube on this date. I copied this information on YouTube from this date. A screenshot is Exhibit 1. A screenshot is Exhibit 1. Okay, so now that we've gone through that, again, all the legal analysis is going to be on my channel. I'll put a link, I guess. I'll put a link. That's where I talk about 61. So we're going to go to 61. There we go. And I will put a link to this. There should be a link somewhere here. Here we go. I'll put a link. Oh gosh. I'll put a link to this in the description because I go through all the legal analysis in here. So let's just look at the facts that he's alleging, and let's see what's up with that. So there's this link, and it's to this video and torture cuffs where we're looking. Regarding the end torture cuffs deception, Mark Stout debacle. Screenshot shows Peter committing trade disparagement against plaintiffs yet to be released, un-disclosed-technology-launch in her YouTube video. Trade disparagement does not appear in any of the aforementioned orders. There is no mention of trade disparagement in ECF 33. There's no trade disparagement in ECF 43, and there's no trade disparagement in ECF 51. So why is he talking about trade disparagement? Who knows? He certainly doesn't know. Peter acquired the private URL of a web application. It's a private URL. What that means is it's hidden behind a username and a password. Oh wait, it wasn't? Crazy. That means it's not private. Dumbass. Owned by plaintiff Decastro, that is being developed and funded by, capital F funded, because that's important, by Decastro with a third party. Which third party? You won't tell us? Why not? The web, and where is the link? Where's the link to this private URL? Why can't we see it? You're going to be making allegations of it, or at least Peter was making allegations of it, allegedly. And so shouldn't you show it to show that the allegations that Peter was making were wrong, that they were disparagement, that they were trade disparagement? The web application product is currently unfinished and undergoing beta testing. Thanks for that useless piece of information. Although Peter knew the website was not live, how did she know that the website was not live, and how did you know that she knew the website was not live? Did she state the website was not live? If she did state it, why don't you provide a link with a timestamp to where she said it and then put in quotes the exact statement that she made? Why don't you do that? Oh, wait, because she didn't say it. You're just guessing. You're bullshitting, Chili, and you're thinking the court's going to not be able to figure this out. Well, guess what? You're wrong. Your motion for contempt is going nowhere. Peter stated as a fact. Well, if Chili says that she stated this as a fact, it must be. No, wait, that's a legal conclusion the court's going to draw. So Peter stated that the website was complete and disparaged the quality of the website in a video over 2 hours long. The length of the video isn't important. What she said specifically might be. Did she say the website was complete? Well, I went here, and I went here, and I went here, and I looked for complete. And there are 5 completes in there, and none of them say the website is complete. None of the 5 completes say the website is complete. Isn't that weird? And isn't it weird that Chili doesn't provide us with a link and a specific quote as to what she said? He doesn't work that way, though. He goes based on the feels about what he thinks she meant or something. I don't know. Peter read several of the placeholder stories on the website and attempted to track down the source of placeholder images and stated as fact that plaintiff was trying to pass these placeholder stories off as real in an attempt at deception with, now we have a quote, the most bullshit site. Now see, none of the rest of this was in quotes, but this was. Why? Why did he quote the most bullshit site? Well, it's because the rest of the stuff he doesn't have a good quote for. But she called the site a bullshit site. Is that defamation? No. Is it a bullshit site? Yes, because it's not complete, right? These are placeholder stories, according to Decastro. Dude, she literally goes through and explains why she believes that this is a bullshit website. And according to you, it is. It's unfinished and undergoing beta testing, right? These are placeholder stories. They're not real. They're placeholder stories. So her belief that it is a bullshit website is correct because it is not complete and true and honest and accurate. Peter called plaintiff a liar several times in the video and said the plaintiff himself uploaded the images and typed up the stories in an act of deception to con, grift, and benefit from supporters. Okay. But so there is an exception to defamation. Since apparently we're going down the defamation route, there is an exception to defamation if you lay out the basis for your understanding. So if you say, like, I don't know, because these images, I reversed image searched them and I found them on Google for other stories that have nothing to do with the alleged names that are associated with them or the alleged stories that are associated with them. Because of that fact, I believe the site to be bullshit. That's no longer defamation because you gave the rationale for your opinion that the website is bullshit. I saw Bob the other day with Sue. Based on me seeing Bob with Sue at a bar downtown, I believe that Bob and Sue are having an affair. You've given the basis for your opinion, but for your belief, i.e., you saw Bob and Sue at a bar downtown. And so what follows that is your opinion based on the belief. And it's not defamation. I'm sorry, it's not. California holds it that way. Massachusetts holds it that way. As long as you explain the basis for your opinion, because it's got to be a statement of fact. If I say Chili's a liar, well, is that a statement of fact or is it a statement of opinion? It's probably a statement of opinion. And if you state the facts on which you base your opinion, then it's definitely opinion. Peter called plaintiff a liar several times in the video. Yeah, we read that. False allegations and outright slander. To con benefit. Oh, so he's suggesting these are false allegations and outright slander. Well, okay. The court ordered both plaintiff and defendant specifically not to defame each other. Okay, we're going to go look for defame up in here. At ECF 33, nothing about defame. At ECF 43, nothing about defame. At ECF 51, nothing about defame. So I guess you're wrong about that too. So the court did not order plaintiff and defendant not to defame each other. That's wrong. That's a lie. That's stupid. You're dumb. You're wrong. Your pleadings are shit. Then after that, Peter and her associates then left comments and fake stories on the unpublished websites. Okay. Peter invited her followers to do this. Timestamp 1446. 1446. But with little time left of him, we have with this Ed Torture Cup site, maybe not be an influx of new stories coming in. Just a thought there that might be happening. No, I had no control. I could do that. That's not nice. Yeah, don't do that. But see, she doesn't show the URL of it. She doesn't show the URL of it. So where does she give the URL? Where's the www dot? What was the timestamp again? 1446. So at 1443, she's saying might be happening. No, I had no control. I could do that. That's not nice. Yeah, don't do that. So yeah, that is the torture cuff site. Yeah, so I don't see where she's saying that. And he doesn't provide a direct quote. So again, I'm going to assume that he's fucking lying. The court isn't going to want to do what I am willing to do, i.e. go to the video and actually like try to figure out and fill in the blanks for Decastro. You need to spell it out. You're wasting the court's time by doing this, and you're doing this because you don't have a good quote. This clearly violates the court's orders, since she literally stalks me on Discord. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. You hurt my brain, Shelly. You don't know what stalking is. Don't go into her Discord channel, and she can't stalk you there. Don't go on Discord, dude. I didn't even know you had a Discord. I didn't know you were on Discord. If you're on Discord and you don't want people to stalk you, quote, stalk, end quote, you on Discord, because no one's stalking you on Discord. It hurts my brain. Tracks my business operations and location, and streams any videos I make up on backup channels where, like, all of these things, like, none of these things mean anything. All these things sound like they mean something. They don't mean anything. On this date, at this time, Kate Peter did this. At this date, at this time, Kate Peter did that. This date, at this time, Kate Peter said X. On this date, at this time, Kate Peter said Y. That's what the court's looking for, not this literally stalks me, tracks. Like, what the fuck is tracks my business operations and location? What does that mean? How does someone track your business operations and locations? Like, I'm tracking Walmart right now. What does that mean, dude? What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. And she streams any videos I make on back channels. Where? Which back channels? Chili, show the fucking channel. Put a link to it. and show that it's Kate's channel. Quote, so that Jose Decastro does not get any views on YouTube, end quote. Where is that quote from, Chili? Where is that quote from? This means that Peter knows that my future endeavor website is, quote, coming soon, end quote, and I'm not a web developer myself. What the hell is this sentence? She clearly knew that the stories were also not real. Yeah, she told people they weren't real, but told 7,360 people so far that these beta-testing-stories-and-pictures were meant to deceive them with fraud instead of obviously, clearly being placeholders for beta testing of layouts and features. That, folks, that is a sentence. That is a single sentence. Right there. One sentence. Chili, periods have a function. Beyond telling you that your girlfriend isn't pregnant. They have a function. Use them. So, since she streams videos I make on back channels, this means Peter knows my future endeavor website is coming soon. Since she stalks me in Discord, Peter knows that I'm not a web developer myself. None of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. Together with the ongoing and continual harassment that I disclosed to this court, again, citations fucking needed, Peter has shown that it is her intent to capital P paint me in capital N negative light, to harm me financially, and to inflict, and to capital inflict, capital long, capital term, capital emotional, capital distress, which puts her in contempt of court. This sentence is fucking meaningless. Again, you need to state facts. All of this is just your opinion. You need to state facts. I know how. How do you know it? How do you know it? You don't. Just saying I know doesn't tell the court anything. How do you know it? Did she say it? Did she write it? How do you know it? I know she has no plans on stopping any of the things she does to me without this court's intervention because she is facing criminal charges in Boston for continuing to harass a woman, Doe, in contempt of court. What does this have to do with? This doesn't have fuck to do with shit. Oh my freaking Lord. Oh, these poor law clerks. They're going to be like, who is this asshole? And what is he talking about? I have no relationship with Doe other than she was also a target of Peter. Court, at this point, doesn't care. It doesn't care. This is completely irrelevant to you or your case. Doe obtained a restraining order against Peter. Again, no relationship to this case. Completely material. Court does not care. You see, Peter cannot stop doing what she does. We don't stop. We can't stop. Isn't that Chili's tagline? We don't stop? YouTube. Let's go to Chilito Decastro. Chilito Decastro. Chilito Decastro. Delete laws. Community. Why are you taking down your posts there, buddy? We don't. No, he doesn't. I thought he said that shit. How about now? Why do I remember him saying something like, we don't stop or we can't stop? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's Maybelline. Who's that? Do. Delete laws. There it is, the tagline. We don't stop. There it is. That's cute. That's adorable. Those puppers are adorable. Those are adorable. Yeah, but we don't stop. There we go. There we go. So she can't stop, huh? We don't stop, right, Chili? She's taking she's taken a page out of your book. So Peter cannot stop doing what she does because she runs an online troll mafia, harassment, or you italicized harassment organization, and you capitalized troll mafia. Boy, you're killing it with these. I mean, these unsubstantiated allegations that are just allegations because you refuse to provide actual facts because you're terrible at this. She heavily profits from what is, like, is that like a heavy flow day? Are we back to not using periods correctly? And heavily is like, dude, what is heavily and first of all, what does it matter if she profits from troll mafia, which you allege but you don't prove is a harassment organization? And who cares if it's her main source of income? And is it like, and how do you know? Like, these are just unsubstantiated allegations. Like, I've seen her profit and loss sheets for 2022, and she made $100,000 from troll mafia, and she made only $50,000 from her job as a property manager. So the troll mafia is her main source of income. I mean, maybe maybe that, but again, relevance, objection, irrelevant. She has raked in almost $100,000 in the past few months, italicized, alone from her trolling endeavors. First of all, how does she make money from her, quote, trolling endeavors, end quote? What are her trolling endeavors? And how can I make $100,000 in the past few months from trolling? I would like to make $50,000 a month from trolling. Again, this is just garbage on the page. There is nothing supporting these allegations that he's making. Regardless, her unprovoked, quote, or unprovoked capital defamation and harassment, which I've ignored and not retaliated to publicly, put her in contempt of court. Did it? Did it? I don't know. That's kind of up to the judge, not you, son. Finally, I remind this court that we were all in this court proceeding because these illegal acts went on for 6 months before I finally filed this litigation. This is called begging the question. You're in the court, but you haven't yet proved it. You're here because you alleged defamation or copyright or whatever. You're here because you alleged that. And now you're alleging something else, contempt. But just because you keep making allegations the previous allegations aren't more likely true because of the subsequent allegations, and the subsequent allegations aren't more likely true because of the previous allegations. They're just allegations. I warned Peter it would be costly if she persisted, and I would persist through the legal system should she not cease and desist. These random capitalizations are freaking irritating. So, again, he's bolstering Peter's argument that he's doing it to try to run her out of money. And Peter can't stop and won't stop, and Chili will... Now he's not saying he won't stop, but he'll persist. Chili will persist through the legal system. That's another way of saying he won't stop. And here we are today. That's a great sentence, Chili. And here we are today. Jesus. He argues like a teenage girl. Anyway, there you go. There's your garbage motion of the day. I predict this will turn into a big bowl of not a fucking thing. The court is going to deny it and remind people again not to waste the court's fucking time, and everybody just be cool and let's get through this fucking litigation, you pieces of shit. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.